Hi everyone, Julia here, recording this on July 15th, 2022. And I want to start by saying that I think that Jason is a true prophet, and I'm honored and humbled to be privy to his work. Also, if you haven't seen the first two summaries, you'll probably want to watch those or listen to those before you listen to this one. This might be a bit choppy. It's from the notes on my little phone, and it's tricky to edit and have a physical copy. Very small little copies. This is a very slight summary. Please let me know of any needed edits in the comment section. As we go through this information, keep in mind that you are an immortal being housed in a human body, and that a primary function of this survival simulation that we're currently trapped in is to experiment with DNA without contaminating the real world. The bodies we live in now and the bodies we previously occupied in past lives of potentially all races and cultures, both male and female, are the combination of Anunnaki DNA and chimpanzee DNA. Our avatars are DNA experiments along with some inbreeding with our creators, the Anu, or the Anunnaki. Again, we are not these avatars. There is a creator, still creating, who Jason calls the Oversoul and many call God. The Anu are just the creators in this containment field and are often revered as gods. According to Jason, 90% of pre-flood historical documents refer to a white race showing up. They're known as the Anu, or the Anunnaki, the Watchers. They are actually very advanced humans. DNA is ancient and not from here. In the simulacrum, some races are just put here in a flash to see how they manage. The Cro-Magnon were a failed project due to their advancement. Cro-Magnon, by 2905 BC, knew about the Phoenix weapon, and the holographic nature of the simulacrum was of intelligent design, and that this is a containment world, convincing the participants that it's real. They tried to escape using ritual, creating systemic interference patterns. Cro-Magnon was quite advanced. They wore clothes. They created phenomenal art. They pretty much looked like farmers from the 1930s. The Neanderthals were put here to rival and replace Cro-Magnon. The first Phoenix event helped finish off the Cro-Magnon, and the Neanderthals disappeared. The new worker races created were implanted with fail-safe programming so their development gets stunted. DNA is programmed to retard their development and keep them as obedient workers. Certain criteria indicating too much advancement will trigger the fail-safe programming to kick in. That's why indigenous peoples around the world are usually very simplistic. They advance in sympathetic magic instead of technologically. Like they know about dream time and that reality is illusory. This programming can be overcome if it's known about and work put into overcoming it. Other beings from the real universe may be able to enter via portals, which could be what variable stars are, but beings do not show up in spacecraft, as many describe the Anunnaki as doing. Most civilizations in the simulacrum are underground. There are cities on top of cities underground. 7,200 years ago, an ancient unknown advanced civilization here for 930 years realized that they were in a simulation and made their own simulation reconstructing the simulacrum. So I think what he's saying is that we're in a simulation within a simulation. Dormant cataclysm protocols were installed. The simulacrum activated the Phoenix weapon, collapsing the day star of our binary system. 90% of life was extinguished. For 270 years, the world was a frozen waste. One side dark, one side light. The simulacrum was reset. The victors went underground with their technology. They became known as the Anuna. On the surface, there were Neolithic hunter-gatherers. The Anuna enslaved the surface people. The Anuna excelled in technological advancement, and the surface people excelled in sympathetic magic. The group of ruling Anuna were caught off guard by a phoenix event which caused a simulated pole shift. In the absence of the Anuna for 456 years under the new vapor canopy, a matriarch ruled. The new phoenix event caused 1/3 of the population to die. There was actually a faction of the Anuna in North America and underground, and they were prepared this time. After the extreme devastation of their territory caused by the event, they came over to Egypt and other places. They were the Anunnaki of Sumer. Bringing technological advancement, they were seen as new gods, threatening the matriarch. These new rulers treated the people well. During the 456 years that the Anuna were in North America, they ran simulations. Enki/Enoch, same person, a good Anunnaki, who is a benefactor of mankind, completed the Great Pyramid of Giza, which is a device to set those trapped in the simulacrum free. With each visit of Nibiru, or the Nemesis object, same thing, every 792 years, the Anunnaki either appear or disappear. They're due to reappear in 2046. History in this simulation goes back 10,000 years maximum, with only 5,600 years of chronology available. The hundreds of thousands of years cited by most historians is way off due to interpreting days as years. It's possible that none of history has happened, since this is a simulation to see what happens if. We've been extremely technologically advanced many times, but there have been numerous resets. The goal is to keep humanity ignorant so that the parasites can stay in control and the data from the simulation pure. The first Caucasians created were Anuna breeding with Asians. Initially, the Anuna used chimp DNA and Anuna DNA. Then they added more Anuna DNA, then actually bred with the women during the last vapor canopy period. They were not supposed to breed with their product. This caused rifts among the different Anuna. Initially, the world had no Caucasians. The Caucasians were when the Anuna showed up. The Anuna were celebrated and became the rulers. There was no war or hunger under Anuna rule. The offspring of Anuna became rulers around the world. As mentioned before, this is a binary system. The collapsed sun is what the Nemesis object /Nibiru orbits. Earth also used to orbit that sun. In 2046, Earth will return to the Nemesis ecliptic, but with a tighter orbit causing 240-day years and 16-hour days. This is the quickening. The change of Earth's position will further alter our DNA as well. Jason provides tons of data to support these findings. The summary is just from watching his videos. I've not read any of his books or examined any of his charts on my own. Again, if you have any edits, please put it in the comment section. And thanks for listening, and I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are, and talk to you next time. Ciao, ciao.